I grew up as daddy's girl, so we were like extremely close. He even called me his miracle baby because whenever I was born, the doctors, they suggested that I get aborted. In the ultrasound pictures, they saw that there was a hole in my back. There wasn't enough flesh back there. If air were to hit the pocket, then I would be paralyzed from the waist down. I'd basically be bound to a wheelchair for the rest of my life. My parents, they did a lot of fasting, a lot of praying and things like that. My dad said that the minute that I came out of my mom, that a big ball formed in my back, and instead of me not having enough flesh, it was too much flesh. I grew up in church, and we kind of weaned off of church. I was a teenager, and then from that point, I just kind of turned my back on the whole scene. I went my own way, getting in trouble, being a teenager. Around that time, I started dating a girl. I knew that it wasn't right. I knew it really wasn't gonna work, and I didn't care. I just did whatever I wanted, whatever felt right. No one was really there. No one really knew what was going on, and I was kind of scared to reach out at the same time because I didn't know what people would think of me or think of her, and I didn't know how to deal with that. A few years later after that, my dad, he ended up getting diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. That was very hard for me, very hard for my family. It's hard for us to soak it in. He was the rock of our family. He seriously held us all together. It's hard. It's been hard to move on, but I have. And in the middle of all that, my dad, he passed away. The cancer eventually got to him, and I just got really depressed. In between all of that, I was cutting myself. I just didn't want to be here. And I was drowning in everything. And at the same time, I was searching for something. There wasn't a relationship with God. I didn't have one. If there was anything there, it was more or less anger. I was mad that these things would happen. My dad, he was a man of God. Like, why would you take him away from me and my family, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why he saved me as a baby just to bring me through this life. Like, what is the point, Like, why do this to me? Like, why? I didn't understand. I didn't want to go back to church. I really didn't. My older sister, she is actually the one that told me about Faith Family. She had gotten a flyer on her doorstep, and she's like, yeah, girl, we went there last week. We absolutely loved it. Like, you should come with us. Of course, like, first day, it was amazing. Like, I absolutely loved it. I genuinely, I have not missed a Sunday ever since then. I've been going there for about 2 years now. Because of the background that I came from, it took me a little bit to break out of my shell. I didn't know what people would think of me. Pastor Josh, he says it all the time, that it doesn't matter where you come from, it's about where you're going. And whenever he would mention the 1-year challenge, I was like, okay, all right, like, challenge accepted, like, I'll do this, And I did. I went through next steps. I got on the admin team. I went through the leadership class. I'm on the worship team. The more that I soaked in Pastor Josh's sermons and things like that, it helped me, like, come to realization and open my eyes and see I can turn my life around. I can turn my back on my old life and start something new. And I mean, that's exactly what I did, became someone new. I also got baptized in January 15th, 2017. And I've went all in 100%. And no regrets, none whatsoever. This church, it's changed my life. It's changed the way that I see things, my perception, my views, my heart, and I honestly feel like this is only the beginning. Like, God is so not done with me yet. Like, I have so much more to do, and I can't wait. Like, I'm a work in progress, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be legit.